on the rock.
Yep.
Shit was just pain. I know I play games just as bad as that, but that's the one that sticks out on the top of my head, man.
Well,
Like,
what kind of fucking game is it where I can't get past the first level? Like,
it's
I remember I would get stuck
pain.
playing as Tails, and he was like, "Oh, you're just go open the gate." I'm like, "Okay, now where the fuck's the gate?" And I couldn't find it.
There was no, bro. The path was horrible, and you had to do them dumbass fucking tasks in that city with them shit.
Oh god,
That game had so much potential, bro.
it could have been good.
Oh my god, y'all know what y'all reminded me of, bro? All right, so no, I take that back. X-Men the official game is still trash. It's top tier Bersuda, but this is a Batman game that's way worse. It's called Batman Dark Tomorrow. I had that mode for the PS2. Boy, when I tell you that shit was so bad. Oh god.
Batman Dark Tomorrow?
Yes, that game was so bad, bro. I think when I beat that mode, I cried, like, and not in a good way. Like I was like, how could they fuck up the Batman game this bad?
Oh, this dog. Why would you play this? Look at that.
Because, bro,
I gotta put yo. Check the Discord.
Because, bro, you gotta
God.
you gotta look at it like this, bro. They was hyping the when I tell you they was hyping the fuck out of this game, Saint. They was hyping the ever loving fuck out of this mug, bro. They was saying, bro. This is what they were saying. They were saying you could be able to drive a Batmobile. It was gonna be free. It was gonna be free roam. You get to play as multiple characters. And shit. I'm like, oh word, be bad. I'm a bad boy. I'm gonna be playing as Robin. Like, nigga, he is only in a cutscene, one cutscene for 2 seconds, and that is it. I was hurt. I was like, why would y'all do me like this? Y'all not only did y'all false advertise this game, but y'all also fucked it up. It was just bad,
bro.
It was just bad, bro. It was
that shit some heat, boy. Look at that nigga. Bat nigga posted up.
That was in 2003.
Now my game, bro. I remember this. They were showing all the commercials for this. They were hyping it up. I'm like, oh, this about to be a lit ass multiplayer. And we went to Redbox right around the house. I was like, oh, you want to get a game? I'm like, yeah, I want to get this new game real quick. I kid you not, nigga. I started that shit up for about like. I was like, oh nah, and I was like, Mom, can you go back? I can take this shit back. We're talking about Brink, nigga. First of all, it wasn't really.
No, I know what you're talking about.
This was not even really an online game at all. This was a fucking like bullshit ass like story game. And it's funny, it's by Bethesda, huh? Did not fucking know that. Yeah, this game was doo-doo, bro. Like, there was missing like basic like first person like shooter, like the shooter like base. Like it was like, oh my god, it was so ass, man. Like it was so bad. I was just like, why did I rent this game, bro? Like,
you rented it and didn't buy it.
Oh yeah.
And at least it was. And at least it was
a game that I bought, bro. A game that I bought. And I took that shit back to Hollywood Video. They had Video Crane.
Game
what was it called? Game Crazy.
Game Crazy. Game Freak. Whatever it was called.
I had bought Beautiful Joe.
Pokemon, bro.
Beautiful Joe. I don't care what any of y'all say. Is the worst fucking game of all time to me.
Beautiful Joe was great.
Terrible.
You know better than when our friend Daniel said that he liked Blink. You know better than him. You know better than him.
You just don't understand Beautiful Joe.
No, because I know exactly the game he was talking about. That shit was terrible.
That building that hosted my Game Crazy, boy, that shit's still putting in service to this day. They turned that bitch into a Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
Now you talking my language.
Bro, Beautiful Joe was great. You just don't understand the homages. It's a love letter to Japanese superheroes.
Nah.
No. The character is there, but the game is ass.
You know what had an anime? Yeah.
And I ain't gonna watch it.
It must have not been good.
Why didn't you like Beautiful Joe?
Camera angles, like it's just like I can't. I don't like games that don't like. Not say like baby you, but like tell me what the fuck I'm doing, bro. Like what? Like it's so many issues with it, bro. The fighting mechanics of it, like I can't do it. That
Did you
game
ever
was
play the second
ass.
one?
Nigga, if I drop that game, why the hell would I play a
why
second
would he play the
one?
sequel?
They don't even deserve a sequel. And you know it's ass because they ain't never brought that franchise back.
I thought they had a second one.
And that shit been dead.
The fact that you told us that it had an anime, and I ain't never heard it having an anime, just proves his point that is dumpster juice.
I don't know if it was adapted. The anime was adapted in English, though. Let's see. Come on, how can you hate Beautiful?
Hey, I don't hate the character. I don't hate the character. The game is ass.
I mean, I don't like Angry Joe, so it makes you think I'm gonna like the nigga if he beautiful.
Beautiful Joe.
Beautiful. He's beautiful.
Hey,
yeah, it did have a English dub. It aired on JetX or Kids WB.
And ain't nobody watch that bullshit.
Watch that bitch, because I damn sure don't remember turning on Kids WB and seeing that book.
I actually vaguely remember watching it now.
That must have been like the first show. That must have been like the very first program they showed in the morning to get that bullshit out the way because they knew kids was to go watch it.
You ain't never heard nobody, hey, bro, you saw the new Beautiful Joe, man? Hell no. Niggas was watching Batman animated series.
Niggas was watching
fucking Power Rangers and shit.
Beautiful Joe is not a kid's series. So they shouldn't have adapted it anyways and aired it on there.
I mean, to be fair, neither was YuGiOh.
I was just about to say that. YuGiOh graphic.
Wait, YuGiOh wasn't supposed to be a kid's?
I mean,
no.
YuGiOh is nowhere near for kids, especially if you read them first 7 chapters in the manga where that boy Yugi was just out here killing motherfuckers, lighting them on fire and shit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Really?
Yeah. Season 0. This is before Kazuki Takahashi decided to go all in on the whole card game thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the dead ass.
Yeah,
he kills people.
Like he legit kills people. Like we can't make this up.
Bodies.
The Shadow Realm ain't real, man. That's just made up kids dub.
Nigga, you play YuGiOh and you dueling with a nigga that got a Millennium item. Your ass is grass, bucko, if you lose. It's great.
All right, I'm about to watch some Beautiful Joe gameplay.
Dude.
Let's see if it really is as bad as you say.
Dude.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe was ass.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
I really forgot how bad this played out.
Horrible.
Horrible, bro.
Man.
Because I think, and you want to know what's crazy, bro? Because that's when I remember when I got that mug. Because I had Gamefly at the time, and it was around the time Arkham Asylum had came out. So I had got that, and I had got DC versus Mortal Kombat. So I'm getting hyped, nigga. I'm like, oh, these niggas, this boy Batman finna square off, finna square off against Scorpion, bro. Yes, sir. Well, I played that bitch, and I was, as a kid, it just wasn't like, oh my god, terrible. But it didn't. My expectations was kind of like, and
my expectations was high. You feel me? Then I found out I couldn't kill niggas and shit, and they censoring death. So I'm like, oh no, bro, no. After a while, I was like, take this shit back. But
the gameplay just wasn't all that good compared to the other Mortal Kombat. So.
Don't forget about Crackdown 3.
I never played Crack. Free,
It
but
actually goes into the next topic. Honestly, I was gonna ask if it's the most disappointing game that you've played.
Last of Us Part 2.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That disappointing?
Whoa. You consider that trash though? Like a terrible game?
Stick with your word. Stick with your word.
The story had disappointed me. The game itself, with the way it plays, is fine. It's great. I'm just talking about the story wise. It's like I wasn't even motivated after a certain point to keep playing that.
All
shit.
right. All right. Now, what I'm about to say, Warwolf is gonna shock you. This is gonna shock you because I feel like Warwolf know what I'm about to say. He's gonna shock you. But in my honest opinion, again, like you the topic was like the most disappointing games, right? Like in our opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. In my personal opinion, based off the games I played, the most disappointing one as far as the series goes, it's arguably between Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight, and I'm leaning more towards Origins. So I'm gonna say Origins.
Origins was disappointing.
You think that was disappointing, even though that was a totally different like studio?
Yeah. Even
what made you think it was gonna be like top tier?
And I'll even go with I'll even talk about Night in a little bit. The reason why I say Origins was bad was because Origins really had the potential to be honestly the best one out of all of them. Like even better than CD, even better than Asylum. It honestly had the potential to
better
be
than
the best.
Asylum.
Because you gotta think about it. It was gonna be think about it. Think about like this. Before when you played the game for the first time, and think about it like this. Think about when you played it for the first time, and it's before you find out the Black Mask is really the joke. Think about how good that story was, and think about if WB had actually like went above and beyond with that mug. Because to be honest, the story by itself, like Black Mask hiring assassins and stuff, and Batman gotta try to hunt Black Mask down. That made for a really and it was a year 2 Batman. That was a great ass story for Batman. But WB just were like, well, we gotta use Joker somehow because it is the Arkham series, and then like once that reveal gets done, to me, it just feels like I'm playing an entirely different game. Like, and it just like the only thing that was really like good about it, the combat was good, obviously, but I didn't like how they had added this new mechanic in this mud called shot gloves, because that basically like made the game too fucking easy. And Arkham was never really the most challenging game, but it made it, put it to you like this. It made it feel like if you've ever played, I don't know if you or King have ever played Spider-Man PS4 on Friendly Neighborhood just for shits and giggles, but it felt like I was playing that mug on there. That's how easy the shot gloves made that bitch, bro.
I ain't never put. I'm gonna try that shit now just because you said that.
And as far as Arkham Knight, it's disappointing in the sense that like it's like literally the last one of the Arkham franchise, and I feel like its second act was just kind of because that's when they started like incorporating like, oh, you got to go to Panaccio Studios and you got to track down the Joker clones and stuff like that. That was the biggest misstep in my opinion, because they also had the opportunity to tell like a story without the Joker. And even though that's
I ain't gonna lie. In Night, the most wasted shit to me was the fucking Deathstroke battle and the Arkham Knight. Like, cause they didn't have to make that nigga Jason. They could have just made that nigga somebody else and write some bullshit in.
They really could have.
Look, I was disappointed.
Deathstroke's fight,
but I already knew.
And Man Bat was shit too.
Yeah, everybody already knew it was Jason Todd. That wasn't 100% the problem.
No, I knew. No, how I knew is because when I had pre-ordered GameStop and I was talking to Mike. Yeah, this is in the lunchtime. We were talking about it. And he was like, huh, nigga, Red Hood, that's dope. Why the fuck is he a pre-order character? the nigga the same height as Arkham Knight. Oh man, this shit ass.
World's greatest detective.
And then they was on the damn Batmobile, and I think that ruined the game so much because it was like unnecessary bullshit. Where it ruined it, bro. Because there's certain spots. Go replay it. There's certain spots in the game where literally Batman
can ask for if that's literally
walk
when I'm
right
on
there.
Xbox, bro. That's literally the only game I play. You can ask for if hell.
Hell,
when you was on Xbox, that was the only game I played.
You have a problem. You need to play something else. That's why I told you to get on the Sony Greatness Station. But that's a whole nother topic. But
as somebody who,
like I was saying,
and as somebody who's played that game multiple times and beat it 100% of multiple times, the problem isn't necessarily the Batmobile. It's really just the fact that you gotta blow up all these tanks and shit. Because let's be fair, when you doing the actual driving and stuff and the actual chase scenes with the Batmobile, those are honestly probably some of the best parts of the game. Is having to go and like, oh, I gotta defuse this bomb, but in order for me to defuse this bomb, I gotta blow up 50 million tanks like 20 times. Like that's really, in all honesty, like that's where the disappointment and the repetitive factor of it kind of just boils down.
Well,
like,
that's not the issue I was saying. The issue is that like there's certain spots where literally Batman can walk right there to that spot, but it's like, oh no, let's just get the Batmobile and force you to you just use that fucking thing and do unnecessary shit. Where it's like, bro, it's right there in front of you. You don't need to do this extra dumb shit.
He doesn't need to walk if he doesn't want to.
Dude.
Nah, what you talking about?
No, it wasn't even. It wasn't like a Michael Keaton moment where he was just being flashy. It was just unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. Like it's like like it's just unnecessary. Like don't get me wrong, it's still a good game, but like I would, but it didn't live up to like okay, as far as combat and stuff concerned, it's the best one. Like I like it's the best one. Like it's better. Like but
because
as far
as like the graphics and stuff,
like
being that it was the first like main game that was utilizing the PS4.
Yeah, but all they really did was just took the engine that they used from Arkham City and updated it. Like that's they didn't even get a brand new engine.
Well, you don't need a new engine. It's what I'm saying. Advantage of the PS4 and its power, because as you know, when a generation starts, they don't really get a lot of games that are built for that system until like later on.
Yeah, figure out how to work with this hardware first.
Yeah,
lie. Fuck, but just still to this day, how does he build puzzles for a tank? That shit.
Yeah, that was them Riddler shits was definitely the worst part of the game. I ain't like those. Like the races was cool, but I didn't fuck with the puzzles. I was like, bro, what is this? Why you got me doing this shit, bro?
I did not didn't like
one
this.
game that I say is disappointing as fuck to me is because everybody knows here that I'm a diehard like Iron Fist tournament fan, like Tekken 7, by far my favorite game this generation. When they came out with, because Street Fighter and Tekken, they announced that they were doing 2 games. They were supposed to release Tekken X Street Fighter first, but that got delayed indefinitely. We've probably never seen that game.
Yeah.
So I settled and say, fuck it, let me try the Street Fighter cross Tekken. I don't fuck with the new Street Fighters. I think it's just too complicated for me. But the old ones I used to fuck with. So I'm like, okay, let me give it a chance. And it was not really it, bro. Like there was no like roster. Like the gameplay was like it was almost there. It maybe needed a little bit of tweaks, but there was no characters. And then like that was during the time where that was the time where DLCs were like just starting and being like a thing, and you had to buy Devil Jin and like King and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that. I barely like this game. Why the fuck would I buy that?
7, it could have been worse. He could have been playing more. He could have been playing Marvel versus Capcom Infinite.
Oh, man.
That was like a bad game. I'd never bought it though.
It's. I was
I think
contemplating getting that
competitively,
game. I'm glad I waited to see the reviews for it
yeah,
because that would have been such a waste of money.
It's so
I
many
think
missing.
competitively it was good though.
It's competitively, yeah, but character wise, junk was kind of mid.
Competitively, people play
Still
Marvel
not
vs.
surprised.
Capcom 2.
That too, but
That's the best one.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, Swank.
You know, we were supposed to get
a
that.
couple minutes ago. So
Yes, sir. I didn't want to interrupt, but I've been chilling. What's
What's up,
up?
Swank?
How you
What's
doing,
up,
man?
Coconut? I'm chilling, man. How about
Let's
yourself?
ask you, Swank.
What's up?
Let's ask you. 2 questions for you, man.
All right, man.
What's the worst game you've ever played?
Soggy Biscuit at Rancho Simo.
Not you, sir.
Jesus
He
Christ.
was there.
Jesus.
One of the best games ever.
Coconut was a biscuit.
all right, you nasty bitch.
Oh God.
I guess. All right. I guess honestly, I know this is like a new one, but Fallout 76. I got like the free trial. That game is trash. That's like fire there, dude. Like that
I
game
can't
is
even call
complete.
that. I can't even call that a
garbage,
hot take because apparently
It's-
a lot of people don't like that game.
It's. I promise you, it's not a hot take. Like if you don't play it, you're not missing out on anything.
You missing out on anger and frustration. You should get that shit, man.
What exactly was so bad about the game? Because I never really was
It wasn't
into the
finished.
French.
It was like an unfinished
horrible?
product. There was a lot of bugs still in the game, like a lot. And then they you could tell it was a cash grab game.
Complete cash grab. Yeah.
Yeah,
Glitches
it was
and
garbage.
shit normally to me are fun as fuck. But if that shit fucking with my game, you gonna get that shit out my face.
Yeah, dude. The games were actually game breaking. They weren't like enjoyable fun. It made the game unplayable.
Their whole economy got fucked too.
Damn,
Yeah.
who beating this shit out they dick? My rage quitting over there? Well, what
No,
bad game you playing right?
I'm building a Gundam and it like fell over.
Damn. R.I.P.
The second question, Swank. What's the most disappointing game you've played like ever? Even if it's not like a terrible game, but like in your opinion, like it's just bad and you were just highly disappointed.
So that's a tough one because I usually enjoy a lot of games I play. Okay, this is kind of a cop out, but Fallout 4 was underwhelming too. A lot of the new Fallout games sucked ass, honestly. Those are up my alleyway. So playing Fallout 4 was like a downgrade from New Vegas, if I'm being honest.
I love New Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. New Vegas was so much fun. But like the vanilla game was great. The add-ons only added to it, and Fallout 4 really added broke everything. It was trash. It was really trash.
4 was the first one that I owned, and I was like, I don't see the hype.
So you got a bad apple of the Fallout series. Fallout 4 was very pitiful compared to New Vegas. And 3, for the matter of fact. Like,
That's
way bad.
That's tough, G.
Anyways, yeah, those are my bad games to say, you know?
Let's transition in. Actually, wait. Orv, what's the most disappointing game that you played this gen?
This generation?
Damn.
So like Xbox One, right?
Yeah, Xbox One,
That's all I
last
got.
gen, any generation.
Well, I'm gonna pick one from Xbox One. So I'm gonna have to go like one game that I just cannot fucking play, and even on my record, it states that I've only played one day and like 14 hours. Is Modern Warfare. I cannot stand that game.
Whoa!
I cannot play that game.
That shit take too much memory.
Dude, I honestly feel like that's not a legit excuse because I mean we're at the end of the gen and you should already have like a terabyte at this point.
I do have a terabyte.
Because I had a shit ton of a backlog, bro. Like I have like over 100 games, maybe even 200.
I have 300.
That's not
games.
even counting on my Xbox. Xbox, that's like 500 games. That I know I didn't even like start half of those games.
I kind of didn't like Cuphead. So I suck at it.
Whoa! all right, you
Hey,
tripping,
I
bro.
admit it. I suck at it.
Hey, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's
Platforming games like that are kind of like, that's not for
They're
everyone.
Platform
Yeah, they're
is fine.
hard.
It's
And
the
if you don't-
boss
they fucked up
battles.
and didn't make that an online game.
I think there was
Like,
an
that was a
online
missed
game.
opportunity.
No, that's only 2-player.
Nah, it's only
Wasn't there
what's it called?
they added a female character? And like a
that
DLC?
was DLC, I think. But nah,
Only
you have to
has the
play like at the same like Xbox console. You can't
Has the
like play
DLC for
online.
that bug even came out yet? Wait a minute.
No, not necessarily. No.
They finna make that's finna be a game
gonna-
version of Dr. Dre's
on
Detox,
too.
bro.
Jesus.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint was pretty bad. The shit was.
I could barely play that shit.
Man, I've never rushed a campaign to finish like so badly. That shit was so annoying. I didn't care about upgrading the guns. I didn't care about the lore or the attachments. I just wanted to finish the fucking game. And you could actually finish the game when you're like rank 1, but it'll be hard as shit. You could literally go to the end boss at the start of the game and dare to try to kill him. And people have succeeded. Which it's like, what the fuck? Why is he there?
I mean, it's like with Breath of the Wild. You can go in like after you.
Oh yeah, you just had to be a god.
That shit is so wild. Watching people do that.
Breath of the Wild.
But they reward you for doing shit like that too.
Is
yeah.
7
It's
is
so funny.
Is Ganon the final boss in Breath of the Wild, or
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's always a fucking boss.
okay?
I mean, not always.
You can't get rid of Ganon.
Dude, to get rid of
You
Ganon,
will
it's
die.
no longer that game, bro.
It's no longer fucking Zelda.
Honestly.
Before we
Sheik.
before we like transition to the next topic, I think we got Fado in here. Is he live?
Yes, we do. What's up, guys?
So
I gotta ask you. I gotta ask the rest of the guys. What's the worst game that you've played?
Sonic 06, hands down.
I knew he was going to say that.
Hey yo.
Yeah, terrible game. That game wouldn't even allow me to progress because I wasn't. It's not because the game is hard. I'm trying to battle against the game itself to even play it. The
Man,
game
tell them
won't
niggas
let me
what I
play it.
did. Keep going.
Bad game. Sonic 06 is terrible.
And,
That repressed
and
me.
what's the most disappointing? What's the most disappointing game that you played?
Probably Destiny 2.
Yo.
Destiny 2 is pretty disappointing. It's
Okay.
good.
Pretty
It's good graphic wise. And as far as the controls and everything and how everything looks is good, but it's so repetitive. I wish it had more to it.
See, I never played Destiny 2 because I didn't really fuck with the first one like that. Like, it was alright. So I just feel like if I didn't really fuck with the first one heavy, what was the point of me? It's like Saint said with that joke game. If I didn't fuck with the first one, why would I get the
Why would you get
sequel?
the second one?
Right.
There's no. Now there's an exception though, because like one game I forgot about. This actually might be my most disappointing game. I'm just now starting this series. I'm like, oh, the new one came out. Let me get on this joint. Let's see what this is the greatness station's about. I started playing the Uncharted collection. Uncharted 1 is the worst fucking game
trash.
of PS3 for me. Like that is terrible. I was like, how the fuck did this trash ass game get a sequel?
Sequel.
One of the greatest sequels at that. It's like, yo, how?
They redeemed themselves. I guess they sucked a lot of dick to be able to get. Like, don't worry. Like,
2 hands
make this.
Or it was a delayed W.
Because them controls was garbage.
Roll
That
credits.
gameplay was real.
I'm not
And you
gonna.
know,
I started off playing the second one, and then I went back to the first one. I was pissed.
nigga, see, I played all them bitches in order, bro. Cause that's what Saint was telling me that for the longest about Uncharted, and I never saw what he was talking about until I actually sat down and played Uncharted 1, and I was like, why is these controls so goddamn stiff? Why is the game like this?
That's the same thing with Killzone. When I went back to play Killzone 1, it's like I'm moving in Jello or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Killzone's always been weird like that.
That's how it be when you playing like Arkham Knight and then you go to Asylum, bitch. It's so goddamn slow on that mug, bro. You be like, oh, I can see how I got a sequel, but
yeah, it doesn't add up.
Can't keep going for shit. I used to be cold.
No, for real.
Listen, I can't punch a nigga in his dick on the ground no more and shit while I have his homie slumped in the headlock.
All right, so let's transition to this next topic.
Wait,
and
y'all transition, Saint. I don't think Coconut or I got this disappointing game more.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of niggas on this episode today. My bad. Let me fall back.
It's cool.
Back.
All right, Coconut, you first.
Coconut, yeah.
No, say that again. Like you were cutting off for me.
You go first. What's your most disappointing game?
Most disappointing game? Oh, bro, I think it was. I think it was Star Wars Battlefront, the newest first one that came out.
Oh,
I've heard that being very lackluster.
It was very lackluster because when it came out, I was like, bro, I can't wait for Galactic Conquest.
Bro, we were so hyped.
I was expecting
way too hyped.
PSP shit from back in the day. You could go into space and all that shit in one match.
Yeah, because
that was gonna happen.
I still played the 2005 version of Star Wars Battlefront. Not gonna lie, I still play instant action and all that, but it was, I don't know. A lot of it was just too much going on, but then it's also very bland. There wasn't really anything that was satisfying to keep on playing. I was expecting to maybe at least have a story of Galactic Conquest going on. You would go to planets and conquer and all that. No, that was gone. I tried playing in vehicles. The vehicles that you played in were instantly destroyed. Like they're like
that boy Coconut and Seven. They both felt like Anakin at the end of episode 3. I hate you,
dude. We felt like we lost. It felt like this was such wasted potential.
For real, the only thing I played on there was Walker Assault, and that was it.
That
got stale really quick.
You know what's crazy though? No, the what's it called? The hero versus villain.
Villains? Yeah,
that shit was lit. But the problem was that game. It graphically looks amazing. Like it's top tier and takes advantage.
Sure. Yeah, it looks good,
and that was before the PS4 Pro. If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it just was missing a lot of content. That was the issue. The gameplay was there, but the content wasn't there, and that really fucked them. And they almost lost that Star Wars license because Disney was not happy with EA. They was pretty fed up, especially after 2. It was this close.
Well, you said EA, so Disney should already know the canon shit words they was about to unleash.
Well, EA wasn't going into that downward spiral until this gen, to be quite honest. Because think about it, the gen before, they kind of had some bangers.
Oh yeah.
Them niggas said you gonna fear the mouse.
Seven, you want to go ahead and tell everybody What's your most disappointing game?
My most disappointing game. This is probably going to be a hot take for people who like Pokemon, but
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh man,
my most disappointing game like thus far is Pokemon Sword and Shield.
For
Man.
real?
Yep. For real.
I heard that's not a hot take. I heard a lot of people felt the same way. I'm not gonna
really?
lie.
A
Well,
lot of
Yeah.
people I
didn't
talked to, they said they like it.
they
But
take a major generation of Pokemon out?
They took a lot of Pokemon out. I mean, they've been like the second part of the DLC came out today, and that looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie, but the main game itself is just the story is trash. It's like practically not there. They could have done so much more for the graphics and actual gameplay. Like the new mechanic of what the fuck's it called? Gigantamaxing or whatever is just a gimmick. Like I didn't really find that cool. The only like cool thing about that game was a wild area or whatever the fuck it's called. You got to like go around and like see the Pokemon and like open world. If they made the whole game like that, I would have no problem. But a big
think it
thing
may be.
for me, yeah. What do you want to say?
I was about to say, I think it may be because of the whole processing power of the Switch. That may be why there's not a lot of animations and not a lot of visual things there, or like a limited amount of things they can really add to the game, like right off the bat.
I guess, but the actual gameplay itself, I don't really care for it too much either.
That's bullshit about was it animation limitation? That's complete bull.
Oh, there's Pocky.
What's up, Pocky?
Hold up.
Yeah.
bro.
Like Pocky knows, I didn't really enjoy Pokemon that much. The new one at least.
I don't get me wrong, it's a good game. It's just that they totally could have done a lot more. Like look at that. Look at Breath of the Wild, for example. They added so much things to it with how much they add, and they look at Pokemon. There's like it can't compare.
Yeah,
that is true. Yeah,
I think this is the first Pokemon game I've played where I just didn't really have any drive to go out and finish it or catch all the Pokemon stuff. I mean, granted, I usually never caught all the Pokemon, but the thing is, with this game, you can get like pretty rare Pokemon pretty fast in the wild area, and that kind of killed it for me. Because with every other Pokemon game, there's like a progression to it. You can wait. Like the further you get in the game, like the more rare Pokemon you get and stuff. But with this, you didn't have to wait. I mean, granted, like I guess some parts of the wild area, whatever, but you can get a pretty cool Pokemon pretty fast. And I don't know, it just kind of killed any drive I had trying to get all the
I feel
Pokemon.
like with the rare Pokemon, they do make it kind of challenging, especially with the raid dens and stuff. Like, especially with the 5 stars, you cannot do it along with the computers. You have to have other people to do it with you.
Yeah, raid battles were cool, but I felt like they could have done more with that. It gets really repetitive really fast.
They were more successful with Pokemon Go, basically.
You think it would be better if they had this new Pokemon instead of if they did something to where they made a free version, but it was kind of like a gacha game, to where you would kind of like Genshin Impact, how they have that, but with Pokemon.
No, everyone would hate it.
Yeah, that would not go well.
It would not go well.
That would not go well. Yeah, I already know that. But yeah, the Pokemon was disappointing for me because I was looking forward to it because first mainline game that's on an actual handheld. Yeah, and there's just so much writing on it, and you kind of just got shat on.
Right.
The only thing I'm only disappointed about is the animation. They could have done a lot more. Like they could have done so much more. That's the only thing I'm really disappointed about. Like, I feel like for my experience, I feel like the gameplay that they add onto it, I think it's pretty nice. Some the Pokemon designs, all that stuff is pretty cool and stuff. I just wish they added more animation because the animation has stayed the same since the last 3 or 4 generations of games they made, and And what sucks the most about it is you look back at Nintendo 64 and look at what's that game Pokemon game Stadium, yeah, that they have more freaking they have more animations in there, like when for a game that old. Even the ones on the Wii, the Coliseum, was it Coliseum?
Battle Revolution.
Yeah, Battle Revolution, and that has a lot of animation stuff too with how much Pokemons they had. So, like, there's it was really no excuse for them to put no effort on that.
And all the animations that were in Let's Go Pikachu were pretty good. If they could have like did something like that for Sword and Shield, knowing that both of those would be a major game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if part of this is just me like older, but I don't know. I just don't feel the magic of Pokemon in this new Pokemon game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I completely agree. Like, I feel like most people who play, especially on the Switch, is more for a nostalgic reason.
Yeah, I mean, even the nostalgia, it doesn't. I don't. I think part of it is like the story for this one just wasn't there, and so I wasn't engaged with it.
I mean, the story. I feel like nowadays the games cater to the younger audience now because I think when I'm read up on it that a lot of everyone pretty noticed it too, but after like each generation, the stories got more simpler. It's because like the younger generation doesn't care for it anymore. That's why I think Pokemon Black and White, I think they had one of the lower sellings compared to the rest to it.
Even though the story was fucking great.
Yeah, exactly. It's because like they're trying to cater to the younger audience, and the younger audience didn't care for the story. They just want Pokemon.
Little kids always fucking shit up, bro.
For real.
I think you can strike like a good balance between, making the game accessible to younger audiences while still, having a competent story.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as a kid, I really liked the story of Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
And for this one, it's just like felt all shoehorned in at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
But
that kind of rushed.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, hopefully the next Pokemon game will be better, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the remake for Diamond and Pearl is like exceptional. I'm really hoping. Although I will say I don't have high hopes for the animation because I think it's gonna stay the same until the next generation, for sure.
Yeah.
But I still hope that at least they'll add something more to the plate.
Diamond and Pearl was one of the last like animes I had watched from Pokemon.
I think that was the one for me too. That was the one I left off of.
Yeah. But that was my most disappointing game of this generation. So what topic do you want to cover next, Saint?
I actually want to ask Pocky, what's your worst game that you've ever played?
Oh, easy.
And what's the most disappointing game you played?
I feel like that's both in the same category for me. Like the biggest disappointment was probably on Xbox One, the Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. Oh man,
This before you got on.
Huge disappointment. Like that's the one game that kind of like stuck out as a sore thumb for me. Like I bought the game, I pre-ordered it. I had high hopes for it because it's gonna be a Star Wars thing, but then also
did.
And then freaking within 1 week, I was like, yeah, I can't play it no more. I had to return it and all that stuff. It was just not worth it. Like all the add-ons and the gacha stuff into it. It's just like you had to spend like triple digits just to like quote unquote have fun in the game. And it's just like that's just defeats the purpose of it.
Right.
And what sucks is that because of that, it influenced a lot of games too to do the same thing, like Halo 4 and stuff like that. With their Warzone, they started doing gachas as well, which kind of killed the game for me, in my opinion. Like so, yeah, that's like one of the biggest like games I just was very disappointed in.
Next topic: what's the worst gaming console that you like played or owned or? And this goes for handhelds too and hybrids.
Wii U, easy.
You actually bought the Wii U?
The only reason why we bought the Wii U was to play Smash, and that was it.
The Kinect.
Like Coconut, our friend Ty.
You're right.
Black Friday, get a Wii U just to play Smash.
It was not even a good Wii U either, bro.
I don't think there were any good Wii U's.
No, we got the what do you call them? Oh, dude, what was it called?
The 3DS.
I'm trying to remember. No, it was like the Amiibo, right? The
We bought Amiibo. We didn't buy Amiibos. What the fuck?
The Amiibo version. No, the Wii U. Yeah, it was the what do you call them? The Amiibo
NFC?
version.
The
There's an
NFC
Amiibo
system?
version.
The
Yeah.
meat boss says no.
I thought there was only one version of the Wii U. Or
No,
maybe two.
but
that,
it was like one of those limited packagings or whatever.
It was? It didn't come with any Amiibos. Or wait, did
Yeah,
it?
it did. It did.
Oh, we sold them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we sold them. Holy shit. Yeah, all we did was buy that to play Smash when the Japanese scouts came, and it served its purpose.
Mhm.
It was fun.
I mean, Coconut got a free Wii U.
Nah,
Yeah.
for,
Do you know
for
where it is?
Wait, you got a free Wii U? Hold
Yeah,
up.
it's actually still
Yeah.
in
We stole it.
that backpack.
He stole, that man stole it, bro. I'm dead.
you a coconut, you a whole thing, bruh.
I didn't
I
steal
feel
it.
like
He's a
we just
goon.
left it at his house because we would play it there the most.
And out of
Yeah.
all, and out
And
of
that's
all the
really what happened.
and out of all the consoles, you gonna steal the Wii U?
5-finger discount.
I don't want to play the Wii U.
No play the Wii.
Nah, for me the worst console, even though this is taking part of the 360, so it's not really a console, so it's really an add-on, was the Kinect. That thing was trash, bro.
Yeah, it was bad.
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
which
the PlayStation Move, that was trash.
Oh, PlayStation. I think
Oh,
PlayStation
Jesus.
Move was worse. I think that was worse than Connect.
Wait,
Yeah.
which
Nope.
Connect though? Which
Just
Connect? Like the one or the 360?
The Connect is great. It just depends on what
It's just Connect in general.
Yeah, because
It couldn't recognize black people, right?
That shit was retarded, bro.
It's
Wasn't
programmed
it
for only
actually one of the
Asians, bro.
problems?
Are you
but
serious?
I would
No.
argue that the 360 over the one, if anything, because the one was bad,
The
but
one was bad. 360
but
was top tier though. Like if you got like with you, bro, like it gave the same vibe that like Wii Sports did, and it was so much cheese in that game too. Oh my goodness, the fucking cheese.
I only had 2 games on the Kinect for 360, and that was
Michael
Kinect.
Jackson.
It was yes, of course. That was a birthday gift. I
That's a
remember that
given, bro.
mug. That was a birthday gift present. I remember that mug too. I was happy. I was like, yes, indeed. And then I had Kinect Sports that came with the console like that. I got that bitch for free.
Lit. I remember playing the Michael Jackson game with my mom, and it was doing Remember the Time. You know that part where he like does like the splits and shit.
Yes,
He's like kicking his
sir.
feet
Oh,
up in
God.
the air. My mom looked at the game, looked at me, and said, "Oh hell no!"
Hey,
Bro,
the worst part is on a Connect trying to hit that lean on Smooth Criminal.
no, I used to
Gee.
I used to hit.
Put
No,
Look,
I don't
Adam,
know. That must have been y'all. I used to hit that mug every time. Perfect, nigga. Perfect.
I call bullshit on that.
Damn.
I gotta see it, man. I gotta see it.
You don't believe in that
You must
boy?
not know about Kiki.
I don't
Come
believe
on,
it.
I
I
believe
gotta
in
see it.
Kiki, bro. Nah, I believe in Kiki.
Man, I gotta see it, bro.
Nah, you capping, fool.
Nah, he's capping.
Bro,
Kiki not capping, bro. I ain't gonna front.
Nah, bro, you gotta see videos of this man dancing.
bro,
This Kiki is not capping, bro.
when it comes to dancing, that's one thing I don't do. I don't cap when it comes to dancing.
Don't
Bro.
cap. Well, they
Alright.
bust some caps.
Like I said, I believe when I see it, bro. I believe when I see it.
Damn. All right, Kiki, you gotta show something, bro.
All right, bro. All right,
What's up?
I'm
Turn
gonna
that
show him a
camera on
little
right now.
something.
Damn. All right.
Oh, you know?
What about you,
The console
Kiki?
I had that was kind of a disappointment. The PS Vita.
Yes.
had that, but I always wanted it.
Say that.
It was, I mean, I liked it as a console, but it just didn't live up to the potential it
did.
could have had.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that thing. I actually forgot
A lot
about
of the
that.
games that I wanted to play on it weren't released in America. They're all in Japan. And I'm just like, okay, that's some fucking bullshit.
Bro, what you doing? Well, you're a man.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. I mean, one game I did like on there was Gravity Rush. That game was really fun.
Mhm.
Anyone's ever played that? I mean, they have it on PlayStation 4, and the sequel's on there too, but it's just not the same because you need the actual motion control and back pad of the Vita to get full use.
Right.
But yeah, that thing had a lot of potential. It's just kind of wasted.
Yeah, because it definitely wasn't all that in the bag of chips compared to the OG PSP.
Yeah.
I still got my PSP.
I never owned the PSP, but man, it was when I ever got a chance to play it, man, it was fun. Especially all the games. It's so convenient too.
It was so goated. It was a
dog. TV shows on that joint?
Yes, sir.
All your porn?
No, that's Brandon. You know, with his PSP porn with the Sonic Hedgehog and shit. And then sat on the bitch to hide the evidence. Like, what type of shit?
Like you couldn't close, nigga. You couldn't close out the browser.
This might be a hot take. I might get like heat for this. So when it first came out, I'm only counting like that first like 3 years. PS4, the base PS4.
That's
shit
the only
was
one I have.
That was the indie station, bro.
You're just
I was like, oh, let's see what the hype is about.
Compare. No, I was still arguing
what's your
Xbox
reason?
One was way worse. I would still argue that.
Like, I didn't really like. I still don't like the UI itself. That was already like a red flag for me. There was like no games on there, bro. Especially like they still are barely like getting multiplayer games. There was none of that on there except like Killzone, and that shit was big mid. I was like, bro, why did I get this?
Cause Sony probably feel like it's better to make they feel like it's probably better to make multiple single player exclusives opposed to what Xbox.
But there wasn't anything that launched though. Like there was really, it was just Killzone, and then they had Infamous, but that was big mid. Like it did not hit the same.
Infamous?
What game did I what game did I get on PS4? I don't even remember.
That's what I'm saying, dog. It was pretty bad when it first launched.
I remember playing like
Maybe
the
Battlefield?
first Infamous, but I never actually
Battlefield
played
one,
the second Infamous, so I can't even say if that was good or not.
No, that was lit. That was lit. But that launch, I was like, oh no, this ain't it. Even the one was pretty bad. And it's funny, I don't know if I told this story in the podcast, but Black Friday, because I couldn't get one at launch, I was like, I want a PS4. So after Thanksgiving, I went straight to Walmart with my mom, and we waited in line 2 hours in. And all of us are like, yo, we've been standing in this line. Like, can y'all at least tell us if y'all even have this shit? Like, the employees are just acting funky and shit. So, like, after the 2 hours, they finally was like, oh, there's only one PS4 and there's 3 Xbox Ones. I'm like, what the fuck? So I ended up getting an Xbox One. His mom was like, look, nigga. I wanted to, but she was like, look, nigga, you didn't stand in this line for this long. You might as well just leave with something. I was like, fuck it. Let me just get this shit. All the boys was on 360. That shit was so boring, bro. It didn't, the party chat, with profile pictures, none of that. Like, it was so bad.
That's why
y'all don't understand how bad it was.
We told you to just wait till they restocked on the PS4s, bro.
But I will admit, the games was elite. Like, it was mid, I guess, but I enjoyed it. It was one of those guilty pleasure games where I was like, I love fucking what the fuck? Gears didn't even launch on that. That took like a whole 2 years. But what's the other game? The zombie game, bro. The fuck? I can't think of the name.
Sunset Overdrive?
No, nigga. The zombie game, bro. It started at launch.
Plants vs. Zombies?
No. It's a Capcom game And it's,
Dying Light.
they
Dead
time
Rising.
it. Yeah,
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
No.
That's Capcom.
That's
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dead Rising
No, it's
3?
not. Oh yeah, Dead Rising. Yeah, Dead Rising. Yeah.
That is Dead,
It is
Dead
Dead
Rising.
Rising. I
Capcom because they
enjoyed
put
it.
Mega Man references. That shit is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that game. I enjoyed Rise. There's something else that launched. No, I think those are the only ones that launched, and then I played like 2K on it. But other than that, there was nothing else, bro. Like the only good option I will say though is that you had that snap option, so you can snap the TV and shit.
Boy, I'm
And if you were
still.
bro, if you were a psychopath, you want to watch porn, you just wanted to like you could just tell the connect, Xbox, switch the game. You could tell that shit low key. If you're a psychopath and do that, but
Kiki.
that was a little bit better, even though that was terrible. Dot in the party chat, bro.
I didn't have the Connect at that time. But I guarantee you, had I did, I would have been.
God damn it!
She was out of line.
I remember at first when I saw the PS4 being announced, I'm like,
That's probably the one thing. In the snap feature, it's like gone, but it's still kind of there at the same time. But I just
that shit gone. That shit gone.
That made me mad, bro. I was like, "What is this?"
You know what's crazy though? PlayStation 5 low key kind of doing that shit, like kind of because you can watch your homies like stream a game while playing the game.
That's what we need.
I just didn't realize I just bit off of Xbox. I don't like that.
Now if they do it with apps,
that's a GG, bro. They do that with apps because it'd be some games you want to watch like a sport. Like I want to stop playing the game I'm playing right now. Like I'm playing out right now. I'm eating these. I'm tearing these niggas up. I don't want to fucking stop.
Now if they do it with apps, we're in business, buckos.
Who knows?
I don't know if I told you guys this story on the podcast.
Uh-oh.
The reason why I got the PS4 wasn't because I wanted it.
Internet Explorer might have to get booted back up.
This shit's gone.
I got my PS4 to spite someone.
Damn, what the
hell?
What? Yeah, Swink was there. Swink was there for this.
You better than me. You are better than me.
Man, Seven's always on some shit, bro.
Okay.
Seven's always on some shit.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah.
What the hell? Tell me this. What the hell?
Lunch table, one of our Swanks and I, like good friends back. We'll call him Mushroom.
Mushroom.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he remembers because we almost killed him on accident.
Yeah,
Swank almost killed him on accident.
Is this a person?
Okay, I know who it is.
Him.
I know who it is now. I know who it is.
Assume his last name is Tip.
Oh
Wait,
man,
Pocky, you know who it is?
I know Swink. Y'all told me the story about Swink and that situation. Is that him you're talking about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but this dude, he, every day at lunch, like after I I can't wait to get it on a game, but like my parents won't let me get it. He would just complain, and just long for it. This dude wanted to fuck a PS4. It was pretty bad.
He was horny.
He was horny for the PS4. And at this point, I was like, I didn't need, because I still enjoy playing on my PS4. And there weren't any like good games I cared about coming out yet on PS4. I'm like, I can just wait it out. But I got so tired of this man that one day I got home. I'm like, Dad, can I get a PS4? He's like, yeah, for Christmas. I'm like, okay. What about just whenever it comes back in stock, because we don't know. He's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay. And so I check on Best Buy, BrickSeek, all the websites, and I think it was a Friday. Yeah, it was a Friday afternoon. My dad picked me up, and I randomly go on Amazon, and they had it in stock. I'm like, oh, they got it in stock. I bought it and got it, whatever. I don't remember what fucking game I bought for it. I just had to play something. I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I buy it, and the first thing I do is I send a screenshot to this boy. I'm like, hey, I got the PS4.
Dude, you so
look at this. He was like,
you
got it? I'm like, yeah. He's like, but
You
you said
so
you didn't
petty.
want it. I'm like, oh well, since you cut,
Well, you made it sound like it
you
was
weren't gonna be able to get it.
You so
Wait a-
petty for that. That man
Wait
was
a
literally
minute.
that man was literally crying his heart out to you about how he couldn't get the PlayStation 4. And you gonna sit up there and ask your dad, can I get it? Knowing damn well he gonna tell you yeah and get it. And not only that, you really could have kept it to yourself, but no, you had the audacity to send this man a photo.
I bought it to tell him that I had it and he did it, just to get him to shut the fuck up. Because
No,
Hey, 7.
knowing 7, I'm not surprised.
Did you say mushroom?
yeah,
Yeah,
you know who it is,
You
right?
know who that boy is.
Yeah. I know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Fatal sat at the lunch table with us too, and dude, we told him like, dude, we get it. You want the PS4, you don't need to keep on telling us about it all the fucking time. And like, I got it, and it was cool, I guess. I mean, I have it right here,
I think
working out fine.
I faintly remember that conversation. Man, that's fun.
I think like one of the reasons why I did want to get it eventually was to get Kingdom Hearts 3, and that didn't come out until like 5 years afterwards.
We were
Oh.
fucking college when that came out.
Yeah.
Dude, you keep telling me that you wanted the Kingdom Hearts. You told me that was the only reason you wanted it. So this is why?
This
This
is
is
a real
another
reason.
reason?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you just made that guy feel like a bitch.
I mean, to be fair, he was a bitch.
He deserves it. He deserves it.
Really, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, we're cool, but you know, like, we just really needed to get him to shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't until like after New Year's when he got his, and I was just, and he kept on like, he asked me like, dude, how do you like it? Not really any games on it, but
It's like I just have it just to have it.
I mean, it served its purpose. I got to play Digimon and my anime games on it, so just had to wait a while.
So Swank, which is the worst game console you've like owned or played?
I've owned or played. Honestly, I wouldn't say there's a worse. I feel like because I had an Xbox 360, which that's debatable. All right, PS3 and Xbox, we can have that debate. And then I had a PC, and that's it. Those are the only two things I've really had. Oh, and a PS2, but I feel like that's just you can't even talk shit about that.
No,
Did you have a
pretty
DS?
solid.
Oh, I did have a DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I can't talk shit about the DS either though, because I remember lots of memories we made on it. Even if they were,
I don't think anyone should be able to talk shit about a DS.
yeah,
I've
like
probably spent most of my time playing on that, and
yeah, that one eluded my mind. But yeah, you can't get rid of that one. That was like everyone's first toy when you could bring around, bro. That shit was live. That was like the nowadays phone, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
fucking Picto Chat.
Picto
Throwing
chat.
insults at each other.
I
Hell
ain't
yeah,
even
bro.
count. I never got the DS. It never like I wanted it, but I just
You
never
didn't get
got
to play
it.
Nintendo.
I mean, okay, but if you had a PSP, I understand why you didn't have a DS. That's
Yeah, I
another
had.
thing.
Yeah,
Nintendo dogs.
I remember
So-
the day I
Dogs,
got.
bro. That shit was actually kind of fun.
I
Come
remember
on,
the
though.
day. I ain't gonna cap. How I got the PSP. I was fronting real hard, and somehow my mom and dad came through, cause it was like 4th grade, right? So we sitting up there, we chilling and stuff. My teachers are, all right, guys. So the last day of school, y'all can bring y'all electronics or whatever. Blah blah blah. I'm telling my friends. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm about to bring my PSP up here, bro. I'm about to show you. I got the new version, cause the first version it was black, and the newest version at the time it was like silver. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to bring the silver. I'm about to bring my new PSP up in here. Y'all niggas
That's the
still
fat
got
one, right? Or is that the skinny?
No, it was skinny. It was skinny and silver.
Okay.
The original version was fat and black. Pause.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
Y'all
But
capping.
yeah, so I'm sitting up there. I'm like, yeah. I mean, because he was all talking about it and everything. Everyone kept saying, yeah, I got the black one. I got the 2000 one. I'm like, oh shit, I got the 3000 one. Y'all niggas need to, I was fronting real hard. I was like, y'all
Like
niggas need to step
Andre.
it. I was like, y'all niggas need to step up y'all game, bro. So then they was like, bro, you don't got the silver PSP. I'm like, bro, I bet you I do. So I shook hands with all these niggas, bro. They was like, yeah, bro, you don't got this. If you don't bring this PSP with you tomorrow, bro, for this party, bro, you on your ass and all. I'm like, I got y'all, bro. So then the next day, I had my mom to go buy me the PSP, and she did.
This nigga right here.
Bro.
First game I had on that mug was Spider-Man from Defoe too, bro.
I'm surprised your mom actually bought it for you.
Fact. You live in a black household. That shit don't fly.
Did you tell her your reason for wanting to get it?
I mean, my cousin had a PSP too, so she figured like that was gonna be something for me and him to play, and cause like, as a little kid, you really didn't like going places and shit. So she already told me she was gonna get it for me like that Christmas regardless, but she just got it for me earlier because I had asked for it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, because she just got tired of me because I didn't really like going places back then. And when I went places, I would just like complain and shit and just do bad hood little kid nigga shit. So
like any kid, right?
Yeah, so she pretty much got the PSP, so I would like at least when we go places and stuff, I'll have something to do,
Distraction.
My PSP sitting right in front of me.
Yeah, I can charge my PSP up, hop on some Sportsman 3.
Shit, I need a battery.
What was
Amazon got some, bro.
But
was there any back consoles that you played?
Virtual Boy.
Oh, crap.
Played on a Virtual Boy?
That's that red headset, right? Am I thinking
yes.
right thing?
You actually own it?
Yes.
I owned it as a kid, and I had Power Rangers on it.
The angry video. Wow. So
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
So I had the motion shit on my hands with that thing.
I know your ass got a headache from that shit, boy.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I remember like how it moved and shit. It was kind of like blocky, like old school Atari fucking movement, where it's just like it was like a warp in action. It was not like a smooth transition, and that shit was like a dark red.
I bet when the angry video game nerd had reviewed that mug, you had PSD, you had PTSD.
I fucking did. I don't know where the fuck that thing is. It's probably
doing like garbage low key, bro.
Nigga, that shit is probably in the dump. As it should
be. Just keep it, just for posterity.
Is the Virtual Boy like a prehistoric Oculus Rift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it to you like this, bro. Niggas was out here playing Tiger Electronic wrist rock. Niggas would rather play Tiger Electronic wrist rock games than to be playing the Virtual Boy, bro.
I mean, they got you headaches and nausea. It's not fun.
It's really not. I don't recommend that to anybody.
Why the color red? I don't fucking know.
Red cells.
Red and black.
As the angry video game nerd said, for something that's supposed to be virtual, there really wasn't a lot of virtual reality going on here. Just a bunch of headaches.
Motion sickness.
I used to have these game console controllers. Like, it was literally a controller that had a AVI cord that came out of it. I think it was white and yellow. There was no red. It was just those two cords, and they were like.
You talking about them plug and play video games, bro?
Yeah, I still have them somewhere.
I still got my Spider-Man 3 one, bro. I ain't gonna cap. I've been thinking about hooking that bitch back up, but
got an old TV lying around.
I remember spending days trying to beat those high scores, bro. I'm not gonna cap.
I have one that had all the Namco games on.
This one was live. I had this one, and it was for Spider-Man 2. And it was like you had like the glove, you had like the gloves on and shit, and like some little ankle things, bro. and it was like you could
Like
it was
bonded?
like 3 missions. No, and it was like 3 missions you could like, and it was
Y'all
like
just said
3
yes.
missions. And 3 missions you can like beat the shit out of Doc Ock, and then 2 of them you just swing around the city and shit. I'm like, I was like, go crazy. I was going crazy on that mug, bro. I'm finna see if they got it on Amazon while y'all playing.
The next topic, boys. What's that one bad game that you know is bad? Everybody else says it's bad. It's got shit reviews and stuff. People are shitting it on YouTube, but you just play with the boys. Pause. And it was a fun experience.
Resident Evil 6.
Hey,
I love how they both said it at the same time. I really do.
download it right now.
I still have that fucking shit. I don't think I'll ever uninstall it.
Like I had that on PS3 with my brother, and him and I was making YouTube videos back then and shit. And we did the split screen. We had the most fun ever on this. We knew the game was bad. We didn't give a fuck. That game was fun as hell.
It had the best mechanics of any Resident Evil.
Well, if you remember when we played Resident Evil, 5, when we played 5, bro.
Yeah.
That
was alright.
That mug was funny, bro.
Especially in professional mode.
6 was like the first one I played in forever, because the last one I played before that was like the original third one. And I thought 6 was going to be scary as fuck. I didn't know Resident Evil was turning into Die Hard on some shit mixed with Michael Bay.
Oh, okay. I remember.
Fuck at first low key, but then I was like, all right, nigga, like, come on, bro, let's run this shit up. And then that big ass fucking, what's that nigga, Leatherface looking motherfucker with the claw pulled up.
Ustanak.
Oh no, they back on that bullshit.
That was the most annoying fucking BOW that Resident Evil's ever created.
Okay, I got two. Okay, so
You pull dicks out of monsters.
but besides,
Wait, what?
besides,
Pause.
Huh?
There's no pause. There is no pause.
Record play.
Hey, I don't want to play this game now.
Rewind. Wait a minute. But yeah, besides Mortal Kombat versus DC, this is an EA game. This is a Marvel EA game, and I feel like Saint knows exactly the game we're talking about too. It was called Marvel Nemesis: Rise of the Imperfects.
That game was lit though. That's my childhood.
It was lit as a kid, like but looking back on that mug now, it was like, it's real.
It looked like dude. But when you got a whole crew, oh man, you had a Jamaican Wolverine.
Jamaican Wolverine?
Dog,
that's what he looked like,
bro. Cause he didn't have like his typical hair, bro. I promise you, this nigga Wolverine had dreads in that game. Bro.
None of the characters, they just look so weird and unique, bro.
Yeah, that's the kid
memes.
Bro, I ain't put it to you like this, bro, because me and Saint, we go to the same barbershop, bro. I would bring that game up to the shop every Friday, and me and like a bunch of niggas that been there, we would be having like tournaments and shit on that mug, bro. Mug was so goddamn fun, bro.
Speaking of niggas with dreads, I ain't gonna lie. This shit kind of off topic, but this nigga put it in my head. Remember that old Batman cartoon from like the mid 2000s and shit?
Wait, the Joker? The Joker had dreads.
Oh my god, I remember that shit.
Yeah, he did. He did. Oh, check the gaming chat, y'all.
That's my favorite design of Joker.
Oh no, the best design.
The fuck is that? Why is
the
Wolverine
best
gray?
Telling you, bro, Jamaican Wolverine.
The best design of Joker will always be the animated series one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. That Joker from the 2000 series was the crackhead. That nigga a real criminal. That's how white he feeling. That's why his eyes red. He didn't have his hit in a minute.
Clearly the nigga was crazy when this boy Batman went to Arkham Asylum, and the nigga was already checked in, talking about, I was getting kind of bored at home, so I decided to check myself in. Huh?
That nigga was tired of sleeping on the street. He was trying to sleep with them boxes and shit. He wanted a warm bed.
That nigga Batman told him. That nigga Batman told him straight up, "You're sick, Joker. You need help." He was like, "Perhaps I am a little off." Like,
All right, let's get
a little
on topic. Let's get back on topic.
Bro.
What about you? Because we know you love multiplayer games.
Doesn't matter.
Say that again.
What about you? What's that one game? You know, it's doo-doo trash. Everybody says doo-doo trash, but when you just played it, it didn't matter.
Talking to me, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, sir.
Wait, what do you mean, dude? Wait, what are you talking about? What game? Are you talking about Modern Warfare?
Any game.
Any game. I'm asking you, what's that one game?
The trash, but you have fun playing that shit.
The trash multiplayer? Oh.
A bad game that you had fun playing with your friends.
Yeah, bro. What bad game like was received as bad but you enjoyed, bro? That's it.
Dude, I don't know. Because every time I played a game, if it was with anybody, I always thought that game was fun. Like, I honestly don't know.
So you're on that pop shit, bro. You don't be playing low key games.
Hey, become a part
no,
of it.
Not really. Because the only time I ever played video games was when somebody invited me to play it. Unless, like, you know, like if you were talking about card games, Mafia and shit like that, I didn't get to play
video games.
Yeah,
bro. This dude said card games.
I'm deceased.
Uno.
Uno is free on Xbox.
This nigga made me choke on my water, bro.
Nah, fuck.
Uno. That game is so bullshit.
Nah, fuck.
What do you mean? Uno's such a fun
Nah,
game.
No, that
like,
game is fucking rigged, bro.
Nah.
So like the Xbox version, bro,
The
is
video
so
game version
man.
is rigged, bro. Like the car, like that's one of them games, bro. You gotta legitly, like, we all gotta be sitting up there playing that mug together, bro. Like actual playing with cars.
Dude, for the video game shit, that shit bullshit, bro.
And one was laughing because he be winning like 9 times out of 10. You got mods, bro.
Oh yeah, there's an inside joke we have that Warwolf, no matter what game we play, he has mods and he has it like hiding behind his fridge, so he has to like move that shit. And you can hear him too when we're in the party chat. Shh. Hey Warwolf, what's that noise? Don't worry about it. Shh. That's that nigga moving his mods right now. Shh. And next you know he fucking wins. Like it's fucking GTA. This
Positive
nigga has
ratio in racing.
the shittiest car in the game. The shittiest car in the game. I kid you not. No mods, nothing, and still won. I'm like, how? How you beat 20 niggas with no upgrades, nothing?
You got that stand.
He is, and I'm quote built different.
I'm Vin Diesel.
Only game this nigga don't have mods in that you at least stand somewhat of a chance in or equal to is Xenoverse. That's the only game. That's the only game, bro. That's the only game.
That was my game. It's actually low key bad when you compare it to like all the other Dragon Ball games. But we get a whole squad. That shit is lit. Like we was playing with random niggas.
I'm trying to put it to you like this. Me and Saint, we don't call Xenoverse 2 Xenoverse 2. Matter of fact, me saying, we don't call it Xenoverse 2. It's Xenoverse 1.5, bro. Like, they ain't do nothing.
Bro.
Like, that, like, bro, they ain't do nothing to that game, bro. Literally, if you didn't play the first one, you might as well, like, that game's only good if you didn't play the first one. Like, if you played the first one, then it's 2 is pretty mid. Like,
they won't let that game die either. They keep adding shit to it.
What was the last update? Didn't they add Supreme Kai
like
time?
2 months ago? Yeah, like 2 months ago.
He's now a fighter.
But should have been in the game in the first place.
Right?
Yeah. She should have been in the first one. What the
That reminds me, since we're talking about Dragon Ball, one game that was kind of panned as bad that I did enjoy playing with my friends.
If you say Dragon Ball Z Sagas, bro.
Dude.
That game was lit to me. That game was lit to me. That was different. I like Saga, bro.
That mug was po cheese, bro.
Oh,
Mine was Infinite World, or Burst Limit?
I played
Ooh.
Burst Limit.
Burst Limit was
Burst Limit
cool.
was good.
Burst Limit was cool because you
That
know
is-
it was like a remake of a remake of Budokai 1 for the 360 and PS3. I fucked with it. My favorite one has to be Raging Blast 1 though. I ain't really
Why not
I
two?
fucked
One is
Raging Blast.
trash though.
Like the same shit.
look,
Anyone have Infinite World?
look.
Nope.
I didn't look.
No, I
only
didn't know
look,
that one.
I fucked with 2 because of the combat. I really did. That was one thing that they definitely improved. I didn't really fuck with it overall because I just felt like every character played exactly the same. It that like I'm glad you updated the combat, but every character plays the same. So like with the first Raging Blast, my only complaint was it wasn't like a lot of characters in that bitch. Like there was no Ultimate Gohan like in that, like the disrespect. But when you play 2, it's like I see why there was no Ultimate Gohan because this nigga plays exactly the same as Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
You know, I did have this one game that was pretty bad, but I did enjoy playing. But it's not. I guess it did have multiplayer, but no one I knew had it. It was the Transformers the movie on DS.
That on
What?
BSP, bro.
You wild because you could transform into any car on that game.
That game was pretty bad, but it was fun because it was basically like.
Like you gotta understand, this dude is like Seven is like a real hardcore like Transformers fan, bro.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like he might just be saying like as an overall game, it might be fun. Like he's saying as a game it's fun, but as an adaptation to Transformers, it's trash. Bro.
Oh no,
Like,
because you gotta make your own Transformer to start. That was ass. I want that to play of them.
did you ever play like the ones 7 that was like on 360 like a while, like 360 or one?
War for
I think it was
Cybertron and
yeah.
Follow Cybertron. I think that was the last one. Yeah.
Did you like those?
No, those were great. I love those. Those were actually good Transformers games. I think those are the last good Transformers games.
Let me ask y'all one more question because we gotta like wrap this up soon.
Yes, we know you're.
What's
gay.
I haven't came out yet, but what's the worst
Confirmed?
movie video game that you've ever played?
Worst
what?
Movie video game.
Oh, the worst movie based video game that I have fucking played is Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. That game was so goddamn trash, bro.
It just sounds
Never
bad.
played that.
Oh
on this
god.
nigga's head if he said the first one.
Oh god, bro. Oh my god. I ain't ever been more. Bro, put it to you like this: X-Men New Pussy game, that's bad. It's trash, but it was nothing compared to Fantastic. No. I take that back. Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer is not the worst movie-based game I played. It's Iron Man 2. That's the worst movie-based game I played.
4 hours.
You made that? Oh man.
That was a graduation present, like from when I went to like what middle school.
Bitch, you can literally beat
that shit.
Bitch, you can I beat that game in 2 days, bro. Like
you beat it too? Oh
yes. Man. I have all the achievements. I have all the achievements for that.
Oh yeah, you was Ellis achievement.
Yes,
so that makes sense.
I was starstruck by it. I've never played a game. I have never played a movie-based game that bad. A game really just that bad before. The graphics look like Saint. The graphics. This is 360 and PS3. Nigga, them graphics was looking like PS1. I kid you not. They're that bad.
Nigga's not wrong at all.
And the game only had 8 missions. Literally 8. I shit you not. if you
Was
used
this
to
a
do it,
full-priced game at
yes,
$60?
yes,
Oh my
this was
gosh.
because I remember it too. Because my dad, because I remember it too. I like my dad's like, because it was around my birthday, so he was like, "What games you want for your birthday?" So I wrote Iron Man 2 down and Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, and he came back to me. He's like, "I got both of the games, but one of them was like that Iron Man 2, son. Them was like $60, boy." I was like, yeah, it just came out. So I'm excited as fuck because I played the first Iron Man game and that mode was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I was blowing shit up and shit. I was like, yeah, this mode cool. Nigga, the second one was just a big disappointment. I don't recommend you buy, rent, don't steal it from a friend, don't kill a motherfucker for it. Just stay away from it. Just stay away from it.
I never beat the first Iron Man game. I always got stuck on like that 13th or 12th mission, whatever the fuck it was, where you had to defend that shit.
Yeah, oh, you gotta save Pepper and shit.
Yeah, I got stuck on that one.
Yeah, I beat that on like 360 and PSP.
Oh damn, you ain't have to flex like that. It's not like I don't have to watch out and shit. When Red Ghost, that nigga still gives me fucking cold sweats at night because the missions is hard.
What about y'all? What's the worst movie-based game y'all played?
I have had several. The first one was the Chicken Little
Oh my!
game adaptation.
My
on
nigga, I
GBA.
didn't.
That
Huh?
had a game?
Chicken Little had a game.
Yeah, like the
The
Disney
same,
movie.
the same Chicken Little. The sky is falling. The sky is
Yeah.
falling. Chicken Little.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
like,
remember
remember they had
that
that
game.
Disney movie? They had a game adaptation for some fucking reason.
Who gave them the right?
Y'all know what?
Bro,
Y'all
you know
know
that
what
reminds me. Oh, actually, go for it, Seven. I have a game.
But yeah, that was really bad. I don't even think I got past trash. And then, they had a Bionicle game that was an adaptation of the direct-to-video movie.
By
I had it on GBA. Oh my god, it was bad.
look, I'm
It's
gonna keep it.
bad. It is really bad.
I'm gonna keep it
I
a
had that
buck.
one.
I never even watched the Bionicle movies. I only know about them bitches because this was the preview some my Spider-Man movie DVDs.
You go back and watch the first one. That shit fire. Second one was okay, but then after that it was just like all right.
Is the first one called Mask of Light?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's
sir.
that's the one they would always promote. I remember it too. I was getting ready to watch Return of the Green Goblin. Bionicle Mask of Light, own it now. Oh what?
And my parents got me the video game adaptation of it. And I fucking love Bionicle. I got all the little sets and everything. I can finally play it. Holy shit, it was so bad. I don't even think you got to play as an actual Toa. Like, you got to play as like one of those little motherfuckers. The Matora or whatever the fuck they're called. Oh my god.
The only time I had a Bionicle toy was it was from a Happy Meal at McDonald's, bro.
Hey man, Bionicles were the shit. Funny enough, they got sued by I think what's the name of the people? The Maori? No, yeah, Maori. They got sued by the Maori people because they basically stole their language and used it for Bionicle.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean it be like that sometimes, bro.
I think the worst game I played, like movie wise, is Transformers. Like that was pretty.
The first
that
one
was pretty terrible.
Yeah, it is.
First one on 360.
I never got past the second mission on PSP. I remember that boy Shia LaBeouf was running to the cops talking about my car started talking, and that was it.
Take this mojo.
Like, all right, fuck you too, then, nigga. You don't want to have a conversation.
The second one I liked of the Matrix game, but the first one I was like, no, this shit ain't it.
You said,
and I recently been watching Chase Money's videos. Fucking hilarious. The way he dies for like the dumbest shit. I was like, how did this game like get through? Like, this is bad.
Wait, did you say Matrix?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, they had games, bro.
They had games.
There's a bunch of
the second one I liked it because it told you what happened with like Naomi and Ghost, their side of the story.
Okay.
One, it was just
half a Neo. I'm about to say I'm on your head.
Yeah. One was pretty bad, bro. Path to Neo.
That game
was not it.
What about you, Warwolf? What's your worst movie based tying game?
Well, I don't really have a worse one, but I have one where I struggled to play. It was hard. I couldn't fucking beat it.
Go on, let's hear it.
007, The World's Not Enough on the Nintendo 64.
Oh boy.
That shit was so fucking hard.
All right, Odd Job.
That's way later.
Damn.
That was a blue cartridge. Special.
Type cartridge. You can blow on that bitch.
Slam it right in the Nintendo.
Does anybody else have some bad movie games?
I think you said mine. That was the Transformers one.
Yeah, bro. Everyone.
Didn't they recently make a Transformer games? Like recently?
I think they did.
Been like 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have like some mobile ones. I think they have one coming out soon, but it looks
the best.
I think the last one I played that I enjoyed was Transformers Devastation. That was pretty fun.
I mean, I guess we could talk about the best ones really, really fast.
That's gonna be for another episode.
Okay, that's cool.
7. Do we have any announcements or anything before we wrap this up?
Follow our Patreon. We have 0 followers or patrons on there, so we still have all these nudes of Coconut that we're about ready to release, but we've yet to make a single penny on Patreon. So if you guys want to see the nudes, you guys are gonna pay.
Hell yeah!
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The only butt you're gonna see is Coconuts.
Sir.
Basically, we just made a delayed W OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
And don't forget, we're also on Anchor, so check us. Apple. Are we on the iTunes? I think we're on iTunes too.
We're on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Pocket Podcast, Breaker. We're on damn near any and everything that has a podcast. But check us out on Anchor if you love the podcast and want us to do more episodes and get better equipment so we can take this to the next level. We're taking donations on Anchor, and we do have 2 supporters that are donating every month. So definitely check that out.
Thank you.
They've already gotten Coconut's nudes done.
Make sure to look at us on Anchor.
Catch y'all on the next episode, guys.
Let's get it.
Yes,
you guys.
Adios.
Adios, friends.
Yes, sir.